What's going on, everybody? Ryan here. I saw Star Trek Beyond this past weekend, so let's talk about it. Star Trek Beyond is the third entry in this rebooted Star Trek franchise by J.J. Abrams. This third film is being helmed by Justin Lin, the man who directed the Fast and Furious films from Tokyo Drift all the way to Fast and Furious 6. In the third installment, the USS Enterprise crew explores the furthest reaches of uncharted space, where they encounter a ruthless new enemy, Krall, who puts them and all the Federation stands for to the test. I was not a big Star Trek fan at all as a kid until J.J. Abrams rebooted them for a modern audience. Now, I myself have seen some of the original movies and the original series. I'm not a fan of them. I respect them. I respect the fans. I understand why it has a fan base. It's just too old school and campy for me personally. So, J.J. Abrams reboots are my favorite incarnations of Star Trek, obviously. Again, I'm biased because these are the only ones I really watch. Overall, I'm a huge fan of these two movies together. I think they're excellent sci-fi action films. They have great characters, great action sequences, and overall, it focuses a lot on character, and they both have very strong emotion going for both of them. So I was extremely excited for Star Trek Beyond. It was one of my most anticipated films of the year. So how does it hold up with all the other films? In my humble opinion, it is not nearly as good as Star Trek Into Darkness or the original Star Trek. That does not mean this movie isn't good. This is a great, and I mean great, summer blockbuster. This is hands down right next to Civil War as my favorite summer blockbuster of the year. It is an absolutely excellent, fun, engaging movie with really good character moments. But the one thing that I felt was lacking for this film personally is it did not have the emotion that the first and second film had. Now, is that a bad thing? I don't personally see it as a problem. I was expecting it, and I was kind of hoping there would be a little bit of emotion here and there. But I do think that this film was supposed to be for fans of the original series and also fans of the rebooted series. And I feel like what Justin Lin, the director, went for is a fun... There's tons of action in this movie. There's also some really great character moments, and I feel Justin Lin was just going for a more fun, entertaining vibe and not trying to make it too incredibly emotional because the other two films already gave that to us. We have these characters, these characters are established, and now let's just have some fun with them. And I was really happy with the way that turned out. Just basically, the direction of the action is really good. It feels like J.J. Abrams directed it. Justin Lin did an excellent job helming the action scenes, but he also did a commendable job helming the sequences between characters. This movie has great character moments, specifically between Spock and Bones, Bones and Kirk. All the relationships are still there, and they all fit just like the other. This film fits right in next to the previous two installments. It works really well on its own as well. If you haven't seen the previous films, you can easily go into this and completely understand all of it because it's not necessarily a continuation. It's more of just the acting in this movie is incredible. Everybody is on the top of their game, but I have two people that do excellent. Sofia Boutella, who is from Kingsman, she plays this white alien girl in the film. She does excellent, especially in the action scenes. And this right here is my tribute to the late great Anton Yelchin, who portrays Chekhov in these films. I've always thought Anton Yelchin is an excellent actor. The reason I'm saying he's one of the standouts of this film is because he actually has tons more screen time than he did in the other previous installments. The story basically focuses on every character being scattered around this uncharted planet because the Enterprise is attacked, and you get all these separate character moments, and Chekhov is front and center during a lot of these moments, and he does excellent in this movie. Anton Yelchin really surprised me in this movie. I was so happy to see him have a lot of screen time. He did really great. I've always loved him as Chekhov, and I've always wanted to see more by him, and he does really great in this film. All the original cast does great. Chris Pine does excellent. Zachary Quinto does awesome. Zoe Saldana does great. And Idris Elba as the villain, who I was very skeptical going in as Krall, does really good. He actually has a lot more to him than just looking like a Power Rangers villain. That's maybe the only flaw I have with the movie, is that the makeup is great, but it looks like a Power Rangers villain. Let's be real here. But overall, I very much enjoyed this installment in the Star Trek franchise. It's actually one of my favorite films of the year, basically because I was just so happy that it went this fun route. I mean, I was hoping for some more emotional moments, but This film had a lot of great action scenes. It was a fun movie. It was an absolute blast to watch. It's one of the best summer blockbusters of the year. It's one of my personal favorite films of the year. 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really, really love this movie, and I can't wait for everybody else to see it. What did you guys think of my review for Star Trek Beyond? If you saw the movie, what did you think of it? How does it hold up with all your favorite films of the year? In my personal opinion, this summer has been a kind of a shitty summer in terms of summer blockbusters. I mean, nothing really that incredible has come out other than Civil War. There's been a lot of disappointments for me personally, and this one really regained my hope for the rest of the year. Let's hope Jason Bourne and Suicide Squad can bring it all home. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. Please subscribe and more videos on the way. So I'll see you guys later.